our football couple.
Hello.
And today we're going to be showing every collection from the 2024-25 season, and we're going to be doing this in the form of binder updates. So we have 16 different binders from everything that we collected this season. A lot of them are complete, but some of them are not, but we're going to show it anyway, and we're going to go in release order. So let's get into the first one. And first up, we have the Adrenalyn XL collection. This is one that we did get complete, and what better way to kick off a season than with a full page of golden ballers. Look how awesome that looks.
Of course, we do have the Invincible in the middle too, just for that extra bit of jazziness. It looks amazing.
Yeah, but of course, this is going to be the last season where we see Premier League golden ballers. We potentially might see Championship golden ballers next season. That is pretty exciting. We're going on to the teams. As you can see, we do have the teams complete, as I said, but this was really nice with the badge up there and the sort of pattern in the background that continued through the cards. I really like that. And of course, we had these stadiums to end the teams. What a nice inclusion that was for this collection. I really loved that. But yeah, going through the teams, as I said, this collection will look very different next season, as Topps are, of course, taking the Premier League license. It'll be interesting to see what that looks like, but we think this was a really good collection for the final Adrenalyn XL Premier League collection. And of course, a few different teams in there as well. So Liverpool there, and onto the Manchester teams. And there was some nice inserts, wasn't there, for this collection?
Yeah, it's a very, very clean collection as well, isn't it? It's on point. It's exactly what you want. It just did the job, didn't it? It's fantastic. Really
enjoyed collecting this. And funny enough, Molyneux was the final card that we needed to complete this one. Okay, onto the inserts, as I said. So we've got super stoppers and a few high flyers there. And then the defensive heroes. Look at that shine on there. Very awesome. And then we go on to the powerhouses. Relentlesses were new for this season.
And look how cool they are.
Very colourful. And then we had the midfield masters over here with that sort of shard, cracked ice hollow in the back. We had model pros, which were new, and breakthroughs. They were cool, weren't they?
They were cool, like breaking through the actual card or the screen, I guess.
Yeah, but only 4 of them there. A full page of hypersonics on the other side. And then we had a few precisions, adrenaline rush, magic touch, and of course, fire and ice.
Oh, I love it.
They're going to be missed, I would say. They are going to be missed because we've grown to love those over the years, haven't we?
Yes.
We've got world classes over here. Another nice insert there. Let us know your favourite insert from this collection down in the comments. And the Phenoms, look at that.
Oh, they were new and they look awesome.
Maybe a contender for card of the year. Oof. We've got Hot Shots and the trophy before we move on to the brand new exclusive Golden Ball and the Star Signing set, which was available to be picked up in the update box. Of course, it does come with the full Star Signings collection. It continues the collection numbering as well, so that's where you put it after the trophy.
Really cool
really
design.
Nice cards and a nice addition to the collection, I would say, especially with that new golden baller. Okay, then we go on to the limited editions. Of course, the Saka, which was available in the kickoff multi-pack, that could potentially have been found in parallel. We tried for it, we didn't get it,
unfortunately not.
And then we have a limited edition per team. As you see, we're still missing a few limited editions, so it's not fully 100% complete. It's not a master set, should we say.
They're not part of the checklist. Thank you very much. It's complete.
That goes all the way to Huang. And then we have the exclusive limited editions from magazines and whatnot. I think a few of these came from the blaster box as well, and magazines, as I said. And then we go on to what probably is the best card in the collection, maybe, the Excellence cards.
They are amazing, nice and thick, really, really nice quality, and look how cool they are. I mean,
we still need that Rodri from the mini tins, don't we? Havertz was in the countdown calendar, I think, as well as a few history makers. These were the see-through cards with legends, of course, and they did have signature variants. As you can see there, we did manage to get one with the Drogba, which was pretty cool, but we didn't get the rest at all, did we? That was pretty hard to get.
It was quite hard to get, so we was happy just to have one.
Yeah, I think one of them was in the countdown calendar. As I said, if you're going to try and get that, you would have to pick up about maybe at least 5 countdown calendars. So yes, I think that's maybe the most expensive product other than a box. So that would be very difficult. Okay, continuing with the signatures, we have our signature limited editions. We tried to get them all. We didn't get them all, as you can see, but we got a fair few. These are just stuff that we got from packs. So we haven't bought or traded for any of these. These are just stuff we got from packs. So decent effort.
That's pretty good. Obviously, with them being about 1 in 5, I think it was this season. We do have a few exclusive ones here as well from magazines, which is pretty awesome as well.
1 in 7, I think it is. And the Excellence is 1 in 5.
Okay. What's rarer then?
Yeah, so we just put them in the back. We always try and get them, not done so well this season with that. And then we just put the crests that we got, of course, new again for this season, 1 per box. We managed to pick up 3, as you can see, Bournemouth there, Liverpool and Newcastle. No Arsenal, unfortunately. But as you can see here, look at that. Ooh. What's that going to be? What is that going to be? Well, that's going to be probably the highlight of the collection, the Parallel Invincibles. We managed to find 2 in the end. We didn't get the plasma, was it? So we've got the emerald and the sapphire as well. I think the emerald was a recent hit, but yeah, very nice inclusion for this collection. Something to chase, which was pretty awesome. And overall, I would say this collection was absolutely amazing. As I said, we had a really fun time collecting it, but we're going to move on to our next binder.
And next up is the Match Attax collection. So unfortunately, this one isn't complete, but we are doing pretty well, which is quite good considering it is ginormous. Look at all those cards in there. So to be anywhere near this is a good effort.
Yeah, it's about 99% done, I would say. Really close with it.
Yes, I would say that's pretty good. Okay, so going straight into the teams then, we have a 9-card team here with Aston Villa. So we have the badge there, and we do also have a captain for each team as well. So that's pretty nice. And then there is a mixture in the team sizes. There you go, we've got a nice double there for Man City. Going into Arsenal then, we'll go through the teams kind of quickly, because you have obviously seen them in other binder updates. Just need 1 there for Chelsea, as you can see.
Yeah, I think it might be about 5 base. I'm not sure. Maybe less.
Maybe less, yeah. So we have the nice shinies there for Real Madrid. That was a nice touch, wasn't it?
PSG are going to be shiny, maybe.
These will be shinies, maybe. Who knows? I guess we'll find out, won't we? Okay, so like I said, go through the teams. We'll point out the ones that we need still. Hopefully we'll be able to get that done soon. Oh, that's a badge. I don't like that. That's not very good, is it? Okay, well, there, as you can see, I think it's like 6 or something. It's like minimal. And we'll have all the teams done, which will be very, very cool. Hopefully, like I said.
We probably have them in parallels, but we've kept our parallels separate from this. But yeah, because that's what we like to do. We like to keep it nice and clean, as you can see, with the parallels at the end.
Lots of badge needs, actually, there. That's a bit disappointing. But there we go. That's the end of the teams. We then go into the inserts. So we have the Trophy Triumphs to kick us off. And look how amazing they are,
Yeah, we moved this round a little bit from checklist order, just so it fits better. Obviously, 9 cards there with the Trophy Triumph.
Yes, they do look really, really cool, though. I do actually love those. Okay, we then go into the Man of the Matches, which did include the signatures this season. And actually, they were quite easy to complete, which was quite the surprise, wasn't it?
Yeah, normally these are quite difficult, but I think it was the heritages we had a hard time with.
They were replaced in the difficulty level. But there you go. So 2 pages of that. We then have the vintage vibes, which is obviously very cool.
Yeah, and this is why we moved things around. We wanted the double spread of vintage vibes because it's awesome, and they're probably the best cards, or the best inserts of the collection.
It's a very cool way to do legends as well, with a nice vintage feel.
Messi there. Ronaldo on the same line, look.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
Good stuff. Okay, there we go. Heritages. So like we were saying, we need 2 there. Ooh, they were tricky though, weren't they?
Doubled up a lot.
And then 1 there. But then we go bosh, straight into the 100 clubs. And of course the 101 Bellingham down there. Amazing stuff. I think we got that completed quite quickly, to be honest.
I love that we've got a Saliba, obviously, and the 100 clubs this season were actually standout cards, I think. Very good 100 clubs.
Very, very good.
It's always something we look out for, isn't it? How the 100 clubs look.
It is indeed. Okay, then we go into some big, big inserts now, which are very hard to complete, so we've done pretty well. So we've got the 9 black edges there, just need the 1. And then we have the 9 gold edges here. And again, we just need the 1. That's a good effort.
Yeah, black edges, gold edges, and next to each other in the binder as well. Love that.
You've got to love that. Okay, then going into the shields. It doesn't look great, but we're actually not doing that bad. Look how many we've managed to get, which is pretty good. I think they're like 1 in 20 packs.
I think we got most of these again. And we got Vlahovic again, we got Jimenez again, Immobile again, Suker again, I think maybe Odegaard again.
Yes.
We doubled up quite a lot, didn't we?
Yes, we did. I think Liel was actually a recent addition, to be fair.
Yeah.
Or maybe we had it lying around and we added it recently. But either way, it was good to us. Okay, there we go. We've got 3 Hall of Fames. I think there was 5 in total.
Yeah, 5 in total.
And I think we doubled up on Ronaldo, which was quite unlucky.
We need some still, of course. I think these was a 1 in 50 packs or something crazy.
They were.
Quite hard to get.
Yes, but very, very cool cards. And what an amazing chase they were. Okay, we're going into some limited editions there. And as you can see, these are the first edition ones. We put them there. I think we need a couple. And they are across from the first edition multi-packs. Then going to the starter pack ones down there. And then into the main ones. And unfortunately, we don't have this complete. But again, they're kind of tricky to get, actually.
Yeah, because they're just so random now. They're just, all of them are in the multi-packs, basically. And we kept doubling up again. I think we kept getting Barcola, was it?
Yes. Barcola a lot. Which is a shame, but hopefully, I don't know, we'll maybe pick them up at some point, but you never know. Okay, there we go then. On to the rest. We'd have the Power Play. I think that was a Sainsbury's exclusive.
Sainsbury's exclusive multi-pack. What a multi-pack that was. Go watch it.
What a lovely multi-pack,
But our problem with Match Attax we have is finding platinum pulls.
I don't know why. It's crazy. We must have Rodrigo about 4 times, to be
more
fair.
than that, I think. It's even more, 6 or 7.
So if that hadn't happened, you know, maybe we would have done it. We've done quite well.
Some recent additions there. Barella was a recent addition. But yeah, 9s. They're limited editions, so we put them with the limited editions, of course.
Yes, it of course makes sense. Okay, going into the tins then. So we have the entertainers, the time to shine. And then, of course, the rest of the exclusive cards. We've got the Generation Nows and the Classic Celebrations. A nice addition. I think one was in the multi-packs and one was in the eco packs.
Yeah, the Generation Now multi-packs, and they were in the eco boxes, yes.
It really gave us a reason to open them, which I did like the addition. Okay, then going into some more exclusive cards, we have these which were in the countdown calendar, which is absolutely awesome. We've got the messy gold edge, which is incredible in itself. And then these could go on your tree as well if you wanted to, or in the binder like we did.
Yeah, all exclusive cards, including the messy gold edge from the countdown calendar.
Yeah, and as you can see, they are numbered, each one behind each door, as you would expect, all the way to 24. Then go into the update stuff. So we have the new signings, one limited edition, and the rest exclusive cards, all with individual designs, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and each multi-pack this season did contain a Chase Energy card, but we have gaps. We didn't get any.
We didn't get any, which is incredible, but they were a little bit themed as well. So here you go. We have the Scream team that was near Halloween.
Favourites.
Very cool, yes. The Snowballers, of course, you then go near Christmas. I think it was one a month. We then have the Star Ballers, obviously New Year. And then finally, the Queens of Europe, which is pretty cool, actually. Nice addition.
Yeah, and as I said, no energies. It's disappointing when you don't get the cards that you chase, but that's the look of opening packs.
Yes, if it was easy, it wouldn't be a chase, would it? Okay, we then have the first editions, which, as usual, we need a lot, don't we?
Yeah, of course, since the last binder update, we showed this, we haven't opened any first edition packs, so it's more or less the same as it was.
Because what reason do we have now to open preview packs? You just don't. Okay, then we do have some first edition badges there. We maybe need some of these, you know.
But the first edition multi-packs did have exclusive cards this season.
Yes.
With that team of the season there.
Which was a nice addition, yes. And these as well, yes. A really, really nice addition. A little bit of something extra to be going after. Oh, we did actually get an immortal icon, actually. That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, the chase card from the first edition multi-packs. I guess that would be the reason to open more, is if you was trying to complete the immortal icons.
Maybe. Just do first editions.
I think there was 9.
Yes, there was 9, yes. They were hard to get. And like I said, there's preview packs in there. There's no point to that. Okay, going into the parallels then, and for this one we had the badge and the captain, and that was it for each team, so obviously we've laid it out like that.
Yeah, much better system this time, rather than the full base collection, which is what we had before, just the badge and the captain, which is more attainable, I would say.
Yes, but obviously not that attainable because we haven't done it. I mean, we've got some good ones there.
Full page.
It's a good effort. And there we go, that is the end of the binder, but that's not all we managed to find this season, because from that Sainsbury's multi-pack, we hit the Maestro, and not just the Maestro, it's the 180 Maestro, which is absolutely incredible.
The parallel version, one in 2,000 packs. They were supposed to be box exclusives. We found it in a Sainsbury's multi-pack. It's insane, isn't it? It's just insane. It was probably the highlight of this collection, finding that, because it was completely unexpected, as we said. From a box it was supposed to be, but no, we found it in a multi-pack.
Amazing. That we got from a shop. It's actually incredible, isn't it? But there we go, that is our Match Attax binder. So let's go on to the next one.
So next up we have the Adrenalyn XL FIFA 365 collection, and of course this one was celebrating 10 years of the FIFA 365 collections, so a really awesome collection. But this one did include golden ballers for the first time, but we are missing one down there, as you can see, and that does make me sad.
Yeah, me too, but if you just kind of ignore that and you just go straight to the Invincible, you cheer up a little bit.
Yeah, we did find the Invincible there, as you can see in the middle, but look how fantastic these golden ballers are. So we've got the Premier League teams here, and then after the Invincible, the non-Premier League teams. So really cool layout for the golden ballers. But yeah, we still need one. And then we go into the teams. I'm not exactly sure how many teams there are, but we still do need a few base cards. So this is almost complete. As you see, River Plate starting us off with a nice full team. And the layout is basically that the inserts are in the corners. So I have the badge there and the captain up there, and then the two fans' favourites down here in the corners. Really cool layout, I think. The rest is just base, of course. And I think we did get all the Premier League teams done, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's a good effort. Because with this collection not being in the UK currently, we have to import it, which makes it a little bit more tricky to get complete. So the fact we're so close is a good effort. And if it does come to the UK next season, fingers crossed, I'm sure we'll get it complete there, no problems.
Yeah, we'll get it done there, wouldn't we? And hopefully it does have those golden ballers in as well. We'll get it either way, whether it's in the UK or not. We love collecting this collection, don't we? So yeah, a really fun collection, we think. A little bit different from the others as well. So it just keeps things fresh, doesn't it? Yeah,
it does.
A few needs in amongst the base. They're not even inserts, they're just base cards.
They're just base. Incredible.
Yeah, it's quite difficult to get them. So Real Madrid are the last team there. As you can see, a nice complete team before we go into the inserts. So we have the Titans to kick us off, and that is actually Gabriel of Arsenal.
Oh, well, we need to get that now, don't we?
That's the only Titan we need. They do end there. Then we go into the Magicians here, as you can see. I think there's one need for that. And then the Dominators, which I do believe is complete. Yeah, there you can see. So we have the Club World Cup cards next. So this isn't the current Club World Cup that's going on. This is from the past one. I think Man City were the winners. I think it just features the final 3 teams. So there's 9 card teams. We need one for Man City. And then the other 2 teams. Oh, it's another one need there, actually.
Oh, man.
Okay, then we go to the next insert, which are the Fluos. Look how awesome they are.
They are incredible. Look at all that colour. A new insert as well, and it was amazing.
Yeah, I don't think these are the best inserts. I think there's better stuff, but it's still very good. Fluos was a great inclusion. Then we get to Rising Stars. We need that middle one there, but there we go. There's my favourite insert. The LDS, the number 10s, with the player facing away, the number 10 on the back. Look how cool that is.
It does look super cool, doesn't it? Unfortunately, we do still need 2, which would be cool to get that completed, but it's just cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's something different, and I like it. I really liked trying to find these. I would love to see that page complete. Maybe we'll get a few more packs in for that. That's followed by the Legends and the Best, so the award cards. But as I said, this was celebrating 10 years of the FIFA 365 collections, and there were cards to mark that with the album covers from the previous collections. It's just such an awesome concept, isn't it?
It's a good way to do it, isn't it? A nice gold card as well.
Yeah, we started collecting around here, so only for the past 3 seasons. It wasn't in the UK. It used to be back in the day, but not for the past, I don't know, maybe 5 years or so. So hopefully that just changed next season. Okay, then we go on to some update stuff. So we have the International Stars to kick us off. There were more update boxes. I think there were maybe 2 or 3 more that we didn't get. So this could be a bigger collection if we got them, but we did get the International Stars with the flags of the player in the back, of course. Very nice addition. And then we have the star signings there, and these were in that incredible excellence box, my favorite product of the entire season. If you haven't seen that video, go check that out. And the star signings in there and some more stuff, which you'll see in a minute. Of course, it does come with the full collection of star signings, but it was all about the rest of the inserts, wasn't it?
It was.
There were some fantastic cards. The
Whoa,
goats, some
look
goats.
at that. That's incredible.
So we had goat cards. Of course, full row of Arsenal to kick us off. Look at the colour on there. It doesn't do it justice on the camera. It looks absolutely incredible in person on a full page. But there's more. The Noirs. Look at that.
Even they're
just
cool.
incredible. And together, you can see them together. Which one's your favourite, maybe? I can't decide.
Sometimes I like the goat, but then...
It changes day by day.
It's hard to say.
Your mile down here as well. And again, that wasn't it. Because we had actual excellence cards, including a type of invincible type of thing there.
It was
Look
so
at that.
cool.
And they also had jumbo cards. We can't obviously fit them in the binder, but each one of these had its own jumbo version of the card. As I said, just go and watch the video. Do yourself a favour. It is a cracker. We put this code card here, or the coin card, should I say, before we go on to the limited editions. So there are actually 235 limited editions.
Yes.
We don't have that many.
No.
We have 11.
We're going to do 35.
So we've just put in what we have for the regular limited editions, basically. This is what we have. Got a few Man City there, as you can see. But we have laid out our premium limited editions. We did open a premium box and a premium gold box as well. So there's what we have. We're still missing a few. I think that'll be the end of the premiums. And then you get 3 of those in a premium gold.
Yes.
And there's 6 to collect. So we should have probably got more of those.
I think they were random though, so it would be quite hard to get the 3 that we need.
And that's the end. So yeah, there we go. That is the FIFA 365 Adrenalyn XL collection. And we're going to move on to the next one.
So So next we have the FIFA 365 stickers, so sort of the companion to the cards that you've just seen, again celebrating 10 years, but this is not one that we collected too much. It was a bit of fun, but we did concentrate on the cards. Nice puzzle piece there though, as you can see. So we'll go through this kind of quickly. There's all the sort of history, which was really cool. There's some really nice stickers in here, to be fair. Maybe we should have collected it a bit more, I'm not sure. What do you think?
Yeah, I do love the base sticker as well. I think it's one of my favourite stickers.
There's
our
Arsenal
team.
Oof. Okay, yeah. We did get quite a few actually, given that we didn't open too many pages, and these puzzle pieces were actually really cool.
Yeah, hard to stick, but cool. We had the dream teams in amongst the album as well. They are on the checklist, so they are needs for your collection.
They are.
But yeah, as you can see, a very empty album, but a very nice album. And as Laura said, I think we wish we would have collected this more.
Yeah, I think it's quite a big collection though, so we did favour the cards in this situation. You can't blame us for that. We do love a good football card.
Yeah, it happens sometimes when you're trying to produce so much content as well and trying to collect so many collections at the same time.
Yes.
Our card collection wouldn't be as good if we concentrated on this. We've done quite well there at the end. It got better.
I'd say so, yeah. And there we go. So we got some more of the Club World Cup stuff at the back. These sort of half stickers, which were crazy. And then we got a golden tribute. This is quite a cool page, to be fair. I do wish we had this one done. So
yeah,
that's very good.
Argentina's success recently has been amazing, so it's celebrated there. Quite cool, although a bit weird to see the countries after you've seen the teams.
A little bit, but I mean, I'll take it just because it's so cool. But there we go. That is the FIFA stickers. So let's move on to the next album.
Next we have the Champions League sticker collection. Unfortunately, this one is only about halfway done. It's a really awesome collection. I really did like it this season, but we didn't do too well with it. As you can see, we're even missing a first pager. We have this very nice first pager of the trophy, the sort of title card, title sticker if you like. And then we go into the teams of the season. So we have the men's there and the women's there. Missing a few with the player of the seasons down here. Very cool stickers. But yeah, just wish, again, it's something we wish we had more time to do and collect all these collections. But into the teams then, we have Milan first. So the badge up here, and then we have the team there, and of course squad members that didn't get a sticker. Nice stat page here though, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a really nice album, isn't it?
A lot's different because we have managers. You'll see that there's a lot changed, and the stadium, which I actually think should have been a sticker maybe there.
Yeah.
Puzzle sticker.
Give me a puzzle sticker.
Yeah, so we'll go through these teams quite quickly. As I said, I don't think we've even completed one team, so it's a bit sad. Your collection probably looks better than ours.
Yeah, probably. Sticker collections are pretty massive though, to be fair. And when, like we said, when we are collecting a lot of collections, unfortunately, some things just don't get quite as completed as we like. But there is also the services where we can buy the individual stickers. That's usually what we do.
Yeah, we did start this channel as a card collecting channel. We then evolved onto stickers. So it isn't necessarily our main priority. We do favour the card collections, as you can probably tell from these updates. But yeah, moving through the teams, there are every team that was in the Champions League group stage, I think, is included. Am I right in that?
I think so, yes.
Okay, middle here we have the first stickers, so rookies basically. We do have Ethan up there, but we chose not to stick him in. We did stick in Skelly though.
Oh,
I thought we were going to get another one, but we actually got two Ethans in the end. But these, you could actually get these as chrome stickers. They were one of the chases from the multi-packs, I think it was, that you could get them as chrome, and they could be numbered.
Yes.
So that would have been awesome. We tried to do that, didn't manage to do it.
Obviously not.
Yeah, that's where a lot of our efforts went, didn't it? To try and complete stuff like that and trying to get the big stuff. So yeah, that was halfway. As I said, there's a lot of teams in the collection. It's a big collection, isn't it? A big sticker collection. PSG, the winners.
As you see already, we're at 306 stickers. So to be anywhere near is pretty good.
Yeah, I think the end teams don't have full pages. They don't have a full stats page, but they still do have a full sticker page, which is cool.
It is cool, yeah. And I do find with sticker collections, there's less products. So there's less things for us to open. So we sort of, I don't know, not lose interest, but, you know, we've done it already.
Okay, memories that stick. This was, of course, last season that was introduced, but again, it came back smaller, but still as cool. Look at that, really cool stickers there. Wow, as a stadium. And a few results to look back on from the past season, I think it was,
yes.
Or just throughout the Champions League, actually. Okay, then we have these impact signings, really cool stickers there, really colourful. Some of them are a bit different from others as well, so not all the same. And of course, a completely different layout from the teams. Really cool page in the album, isn't it?
It
really,
is indeed.
A bit jazzy, that one. It's a bit jazzy. We've got Calafiori signing even, so even different poses. It's really cool, I think. Okay, here are the just single team page teams, should I say. where we go through towards the end of the album. As I said, we didn't get a single team complete. Almost.
Oof, so close. That is the disappointing bit, but...
Okay, then we have a Roll of Honour for some of the Women's Champions League and the past winners, basically. There's the ones to watch for the Women's Champions League. That's what I was talking about. Only one needed for that.
Good effort.
So, again, good effort, I think. And then I think there's a youth. Yeah, the youth. Oh, the energies. I nearly forgot about
yes.
that. Again, these could be chrome. And you could get these numbered. Why haven't we got more? I thought we had more.
Because we got so many doubles.
We got so many emails.
Gopher's like 3 times. So many emails. We just got so unlucky and it was very disappointing.
Yeah, of course. As I talked about with the Match Attax collection, you had the energy cards that were actually chase cards this time. And we turned them into energy stickers for this Champions League.
Pretty cool.
So hopefully they come back, because there was really cool shine on there, wasn't there? Sort of a warpy effect.
Yeah.
But yeah, we doubled up. I genuinely thought we had more. But no, not to be. Maybe, again, maybe we'll have one big opening in a couple of weeks where we just open all the collections that we didn't get complete and try to complete our collections. Who knows? Let us know if you'd like to see that. Well, there we go. That is our Champions League sticker collection. Let's get on to the next one.
Next up, we have the Women's Super League sticker collection. This one isn't quite complete, but we've actually done really well. I had a lot of fun collecting this one. It's an awesome collection. So straight into the first page, and just one first pager. It's Champions. Could have been shiny.
And the champions again, weren't they?
Yeah. Okay, let's go into the stats of the season. We just need the one there, which is really cool. Really cool design for those ones. Awesome stuff. Then go into the sort of contents, if you like, of all the teams that are included. We have this really awesome puzzle and this sort of die cut sticker as well.
The captain and the manager on the puzzle.
Very cool. As you see, we need a couple there, but we're doing pretty well. Into the teams then, we've got the badge up here. There's a shiny captain for each team. And you can see we need 2 there for Arsenal. And then each team has got this second page, which looks incredible. It was insane to stick, all the crazy angles. It was fun. Another puzzle piece down here too. Lots of shinies.
The icon, of course, being the sort of chase stickers from this collection. I do love the different layouts of the pages in this album. It's a really fun album, isn't it?
Yes, lots and lots of sort of stats on there as well for you to give a read.
That's the beauty of a sticker collection. When you get them stuck in and you see them in the album, it completely changes the complex of the collection, doesn't it?
It does indeed. As you can see, some completed teams, to be fair. Like I said, we did pretty well with this and we had a bit of fun. There's a complete Chelsea. Just need the fans' favourite for that one. Which is pretty awesome, I'd say. Not so good for Palace there. Let's move on.
Yes, a few empties.
Okay, there we go. Everton. Like I said, each team does have 2 pages, which is a lot of fun overall, isn't it? We need an icon there. That would be a bit of a shame not to get that one. Liverpool badge as well. There we go. 2 pages for those. On to Man City. Just a couple of base needs there. And a few needs on that page. Man United.
This was the second Women's Super League sticker collection, wasn't it, after last season?
It was. We need the Tottenham badge. I'm sure you're not bothered about that one, mate.
Nah, we'll leave that one.
Okay, on to West Ham, which I think is the last team, actually. And you can see there we need 1, and then 1 need on there. So like I said, we're not complete, but we're actually doing really, really well. So hopefully we'll be able to get that completed soon. And it's going to look awesome, isn't it? So let's move on to the next album.
Next up, we have the Premier League sticker album. We did show this one recently in our Every Panini Premier League sticker album, but it is a really cool collection. Look at that front cover. It is really awesome, and it's a really awesome collection. Did have a lot of fun with this one, and we go straight into the first page. Even the first pages are cool. Look how gold they are with the trophy and the balls. As you can see there, we do have elite parallels. We didn't include them in this album, but we did get a fair few throughout the season. I think no Arsenal ones this time around. We did get Odegaard captain last season, didn't we? But no.
Yeah, none this time. That's a shame.
Okay, then we go into the kits. These were the new fabric stickers, where we had these and another sticker for the teams as fabrics. And we still actually need some. This is normally one of the first things that we get done, and we couldn't get them.
They were very interesting to stick though as well, weren't they? Once you peeled it from the back, you really could tell it was fabric.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the inclusion. Look, some really awesome. I love a kit page, don't you? We love a page like this. Okay, then we go into the teams. A bit of a different layout for this one. A bit controversial, I think it was. Not our standard that we're used to. And it went over 2 pages, didn't it? So we had the badge up there. There's that other fabric sticker that we were talking about. We had some of the squad players there, or the team. And then that continued here. So we went over 2 pages for the team. The elite up there, of course. And a few more stats up on the top, and a rising star up there as well, which was a sticker. And as you can see, it isn't done. We're close on a few teams. David Raya is a need, and we actually need the rising star, isn't it? So yeah.
Yes.
Really cool layout, I think. I thought it was a little bit interesting, a little bit different. Always nice to mix it up every now and again, isn't it?
Yeah,
you don't want to look through the albums and they'll all be the same.
Sometimes it's nice just to be able to tell what year it is. You know, it's a clear difference, isn't it? A bit refreshing.
Yeah, but the final Premier League sticker collection, as I said earlier, Topps are taking over the Premier League license next season. So this will, again, look very different. But Panini are doing the EFL. So we can have maybe Championship, League One and League Two. So that's good news for you, isn't it?
Huddersfield stickers, I would take that. That would be absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's coming. It's happening.
To dust off the Huddersfield binder.
I don't know how it's going to happen, whether they'll break it up individually or do it as one big album. Maybe they'll do Championship, League One and League Two. So it could even be 3 different albums. That would be absolutely crazy.
It could be. I would guess that there's more Championship cards, and then as you go through the leagues, they become less and less.
Yeah.
So maybe 3 each of the League Ones and things like that.
Okay, season so far, we got a nice fixture list there, which was cool, wasn't it? We could see which game. We could follow it if we wanted. I don't think we ever referenced it, but you could do if you wanted. And then a few of the results, because this does release near Christmas, so you do already know some of the results from the season.
Yes.
2-2 with Man City. We should have won that.
You should have.
John Stone's last minute equaliser, wasn't it, that one? Okay, then we had it's sort of like a history, wasn't it, throughout the collections. As you can see, all the different albums down the sides, and you can see, for instance, Martinelli, all the different stickers that he's had throughout the season. It's really awesome,
Yeah,
especially when you consider some of them are from different teams.
Yeah, and some
is
only have a
interesting.
couple, which is funny.
Yeah, of course, some of the teams like Ipswich aren't going to have that many. So yeah, really cool inclusion to the middle, but not as cool as the record breakers, and the one that we need is James Milner. Of course it's James Milner. Of course it is.
Hunt for James Milner.
Yeah, but really cool stickers, nice and shiny, nice and gold again, just like that trophy at the beginning.
Yeah.
Really cool page, and we go back into the teams. Have we got a complete team? I don't think we did.
So.
That was a recent addition, I think, that we added. So we still need some elites, in fact. We still need some. I think, no, Salah isn't one. I thought Salah was one. Haaland was one. He's coming up next. We only just added him in recently. So, yeah, that was a big miss on the album. But we're missing Foden and Bob there to get that complete page.
Like I said, though, we will probably use the service and just buy the ones that we need
Yeah.
for like 10p or whatever.
Yeah, I think
It'll be
Isak
fine.
is one of the elites that we need. Yeah. It's always a bad gap, isn't it, up
It
there?
always is a bad gap.
But yeah, a really cool collection, actually. It's always a staple to look out for, isn't it? The Premier League sticker collection.
Yes, it will be missed by Panini.
As I said, we did show this with all our Panini Premier League sticker albums. We went through all of the ones that Panini have produced for the past 6 seasons. And there's some fantastic collections out there, isn't there?
There is indeed.
I'm not sure if this was my favourite, because I think maybe 2022 was a good, but Spurs obviously is the complete team. Of course it is.
Of course.
Yeah, we've had some crackers, haven't we? Had
have.
some absolute crackers. But there is always an addition at the end of the album after the teams. As you know, you do get the updates. Look at that, a little Skelly sticker to cheer everyone up.
I think we got 2 of those, actually. I think you've got one of those unstuck.
I did. I
Yes,
bought
you
2 to keep one unstuck. Yeah, and we stuck in this one. But yeah, you get 2 pages of all the transfers and all the updates of the squads, because of course you don't always include everyone in the team at first, and someone breaks through, like O'Reilly for example, and it's just out of nowhere, so he gets a sticker in the update. So that could be like the rookie sticker for the Premier League, isn't it? So
Yes, very cool.
it's always nice to pick this update box up. But yeah, that is it. There's our Premier League stickers. Let's go on to the next album.
So next up, we're going back to the cards because we've got the Match Attax Extra Collection, which again is a chunky collection. So not fully complete, but we've done pretty well, I would say. So there we go. We go straight into the updates, the squad updates, as you would expect from a Match Attax Extra Collection. I think we've done the base, you know. I feel like we have.
Yeah, we've
Let's
done
hope.
the base. We've definitely done that.
So quite a few of those. We then go in to the away kits, as you can see, which is always a nice feature. I do like to look back on the kits when we get a good Match Attax Extra Collection.
I did like this collection. I did think it was better than last season.
Yes, defensive rocks, sort of like a non-insert insert. Very cool. Nice design on there. Then go into some managers. Always a nice feature, isn't it? No Arteta though, I don't think.
No, he didn't get one
He
again.
never gets anything. It's crazy.
The binned off.
He got binned off. Okay, there we go. Then go in to the women's cards for the Women's Champions League. So quite a few of those, as you would imagine.
Champions League winners up here.
Into the inserts, we have the shutouts, obviously the keepers. We then have the breakthrough ballers, so sort of like the rookies. The new ones coming through, very awesome. We then have the crowd connections here, some more breakthrough ballers there. Very cool indeed. That's
Yeah, I like the
nice.
crowd connections. They're quite subtly nice, aren't they?
Yes. He's got a nice sort of
Underrated.
celebration as well on it, hasn't it? Very cool card. Another double spread there for those. Very awesome. We then have the Kings of Europe. We completed this so early. We had so many. It was insane.
You get one of these every pack. Yeah, they're easy to get, aren't they? But they're the main insert of the collection, but they're one in every pack.
There is parallel versions too, so I guess you could still be going after that. Okay, we then go into the heritages, and I think this is at least near complete, maybe complete.
Yeah, the Man of the Match heritage cards. They're broken up into 3 different ones. So we have the regular men's, as you can see, as we had there, that we've done.
Yeah.
And then the women's, which we need 1, and the legends.
Which
so that
we've
is going to
done.
be the same for the 100 clubs. That's how they're split up.
Yes, that is the structure that we're looking at. So just 1 heritage, that is a good effort.
Yeah, decent.
Okay, we then have the Knockout Masters here. Very, very cool card.
My favourite card, I think.
Very cool card. Really cool Messi there as well, isn't it? Awesome stuff. Midfield Shields there. Another one that could have been a parallel. I think there's a lot of parallels for this collection, you know?
The purples, wasn't it, for this time?
Yes. Okay, we then go into the Hat-Trick Heroes. Always a nice staple of a Match Attax Extra collection. They always look really, really cool. Of course, players that have scored a hat-trick.
Something you don't get in the main collection that you get in Extra, which is always nice, isn't it?
Yeah, that's always what you're looking for, isn't it? Okay, we then have a nice little feature here. As you can see, all the different finals, and then all the different balls, and then that's just a discount code that you got from the starter pack if you was unlucky like we were. Okay, we then go in to the Chrome X Shield cards, which is really, really cool. As you can see, we're missing a couple there, but we've done actually pretty well.
Yeah, so 18 Chrome cards in the main collection, downsized, of course, to 9 for this, which is very cool. It's too much to collect 18 and 18, so downsizing it was the way to go. Really awesome.
It definitely was, because as you can see, we still need 2.
Yeah.
So imagine if we needed to get, what, another 9 on top of that? That would be
Nothing
insane.
numbered still, no numbered shields that we found.
Okay, going into the black edges, we need 2 there, as you can see. Some nice legends down there, though. Some really, really awesome additions to there. And we then go into the gold edges. And this gets a little bit complicated because there's kind of a few cards that who knows where they are.
Yeah, so this is meant to be Lautaro Martinez. In the game guide, that is Havertz. There's a picture of Havertz gold edge in the game guide. We think it got replaced with Lautaro Martinez because he has a black edge. But then it is super rare. It's so hard to get. On the starter pack, it says one of the chase cards is the Mbappe gold edge, but that just comes out in packs. So we think maybe the Martinez is the chase card from that starter pack now.
Yes,
because
maybe.
he's got a gold edge and a black edge.
But we do need 1 more down there, and then we've had to leave another one because there is an Mbappe, I think it is, isn't there?
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about there.
What?
One that just turns up in packs.
Of crazy things going
so
on.
there's technically 10, but maybe 9 because that Martinez is a bit questionable.
Who
maybe
knows?
where it
We've
is.
left the gaps for the possibilities.
Yeah.
Okay, going into the 100 clubs then, and like we said, the structure is, we have the guys teams there with the 101, we then go into the legends with another 101, and then the women's down here with another 101. So 3 1-of-1, so there, and there. Amazing stuff.
Yeah, the Messi obviously being probably the best.
Yeah, I mean, that's so cool, isn't it? Look how gold of a card that is as well. Looks incredible.
Yeah, again, we've rejigged the album a little bit, so hot prospects there get split over 2 pages.
Yes, it's took the brunt of the change, but it's worth it. Okay, that goes over there, and as you can see, then we go into some sort of limited editions, if you like, so we have the Pro Views and the Explosive Talents. So again, they were from multi-packs and eco-packs. Awesome addition, I do love that.
Yeah, you could get genuine auto 1-of-1s from this if you were super lucky. We wasn't. We weren't even lucky enough to get them all. And we've left a gap here. These were the blue limited editions that were exclusive to bundles from the Topps website. And for some reason, we didn't get any. I think because we were buying from different places.
Yes.
I don't know why. Because we needed them quicker, like from Amazon, for example.
Yeah, so that's just kind of how it goes. And if you are buying from shops, you don't tend to pick them up, unfortunately. Okay, then going into the Platinum Pulls, and we're doing slightly better, I think, than the main collection, but again, not so great.
Again, we've got Douglas Luiz about 5 times. It's the same as the Rodrigo from the main collection. We've got Douglas Luiz a few times. I think Xerxes we've even got about 3 of. But yeah, a lot of needs. For some reason, this happens to us. I know you can kind of cheat a little bit and see the Platinum Pulls through the packs, but we don't like to do that. We try to get them authentically, and this is what we've got.
I mean, we've had a few hero packs as well, and we're still doing this sort of badly, which is...
Well, they're not in the hero packs, are they, the Platinum Pulls? So yeah, they're quite hard to get.
Okay, going on to the rest of the limited editions then. We have the white gold ones up here. Really, really awesome. And then the X Factor limited editions is what those called this time. I think we're doing okay, but not quite complete. But there you go.
There's that barcode. That's the one we
Barcode.
thought we was getting from the main collection. Yeah, so that's the one we kept getting.
There you go. Okay, then we go into these exclusive ones. We have the Box Office Ballers, the Invinciballers, the Giants of the Game, as you would expect from the tins. And they do look absolutely awesome once you get them together. And then, like I said, there was purple parallels for this collection. So we have laid them out. I mean, we kind of did okay, but I mean, they're quite hard to get, let's be honest.
Yeah, we didn't really try to get them. I think we were trying to get the hat-trick heroes at one point, but we didn't eventually pursue that.
Yeah, so there we go. That's the end of the actual binder. But once again, we got quite lucky with this collection. And we hit the goat. I mean, you got to love it, right? Look at that.
Not the parallel version this time. This was the one in 500 packs. We didn't find the parallel, so we got the parallel from the main collection and the regular chase from the extra collection. So yeah, hit them both in some sort of form. So really cool, really happy with that.
Yes, I mean, you cannot complain, can you? I mean, look how cool that is. But there we go, that is our Match Attax Extra. So let's move on to the next binder.
Next up, we have the very first top class Premier League collection. So we normally get top class, but for the first time, it was an all Premier League collection, and it was awesome. And it is complete. So let's go straight into it. We can see the layout of top class. We get positional order. We get awesome cards. We get awesome base cards. And we have keepers there. So yeah, as I said, this is complete. And I'm pretty happy to get that done, really.
Yes, I love top class because obviously you got the crazy green one, but it's also like this really awesome action poses. And it's just a nice, refreshing change, isn't it?
Yeah, as I said earlier, it's always nice to keep things fresh. Top class is one of those things. We go into inserts. We've got electrics. So between the two collections, the Premier League and the FIFA collection, these are slightly different in design. We'll see that later when we show the FIFA top class. We have really cool insert. All the inserts in this collection are fantastic, actually. We have Max Powers here. And then we have the winner's card, hollow on the back, as you know. And then the Impact Heroes, they're really cool, aren't they? Maybe my favourite, I'm not sure. Maybe, could be. The Magic Mixes, the duos essentially, one for each team. And then we have the Masterclasses. Is that your favourite, that one?
It is really cool, isn't it? Look how cool it is, to be fair.
Put them back in. Okay, a really cool card. And then we go on to the Future Stars there, which does end the collection for the checklist, except from the unbeatable cards. Look at that. We've got the pure football card in the middle, essentially the golden ballers of the collection, aren't they?
Yes.
And I think actually these may be the card of the season.
They are incredible, especially because they can be parallel as well, which is a nice little bonus.
But just the base card alone, even with the purple tint in the back, the player nice and big there and small, it's a really fantastic card. Then we move on to Hollow Giants, the limited editions of the collection. This is what we're missing. We're missing one of these.
Ooh.
And so we have all the exclusive stuff. I think they were from the online bundles. That was a Strike It mag, was it, maybe?
Maybe, it was something like that, yes.
Yeah, and it's just one that we need from the regular pack. Just the one card. There's just a gap that we've left because, as Laura said, we have parallel unbeatables, and we've actually laid them out. So in each page, we've gone for a pure football card in the centre. So we need one of those to get everything done. And then we've gone with the layout as it is of the base, but in colour order. So this is the blue page. So we have Havertz blue and Jimenez in blue. Then we've got the red page here. So we've got Cole Palmer in red, Son in red. This is just stuff we pulled from packs. Remember that. So we've got Watkins purple, Haaland purple, and then green we've got Salah and Bruno again. And there's one more page for the golds, and that is missing the pure football card there. And it's a Cole Palmer again, because at one point we were thinking about getting them all. Of course, that's going to be a lot of packs that you need to open, or a lot of money that you need to spend. So we put in what we had, and I think that's really cool. Maybe we'll just congest it all into one page.
Maybe, but I don't know, I like it, it's cool.
Yeah, but yeah, really awesome cards, the unbeatables. That's why we wanted to do it, because as I said, potential card of the season contender. If you agree or disagree, let us know what you think of that down in the comments. But yeah, there we go. There's our top class Premier League. Let's get on to the next one.
Next up, we have the Adrenalyn XL Women's Super League collection, and this one is near complete. So close. So hopefully we'll be able to get that sorted out soon, but straight away into the Golden Ballers. There is actually 6 for this collection, so we only need 3, and we've had about 4 Lauren Jameses, which really sucked. It really, really did suck. I think she was from the starter pack as well.
It was Russo or Lauren James from the starter pack, and we just kept getting it in other openings as well, didn't we?
Yes, it was insane. So hopefully we can avoid her and get that completed. We have this really, really cool feature along the bottom with the trophy, the ball, and the logo, which is obviously really, really cool. So going into the teams then, like I said, very nearly complete. So there's the Arsenal team.
Yeah, so this is the first ever women's Adrenalyn XL collection. So those were the first Adrenalyn XL women's golden ballers.
Yes, which is obviously cool. And the badges for this collection was really awesome as well, with a nice bit of colour in there. like I said, very nearly complete. Only needing a couple of cards, which I think is pretty awesome.
Yeah, most of the teams are done, aren't they? So it's really good to see this done. As I said, first ever collection. Of course, we wanted to give it a go. We will get this complete. This is one we will finish for sure.
Yes, okay, going into the insets then, we have the super stoppers up there, as you can see. Then the defensive rocks. Really, really cool designs of all the insets for this collection. We then have the captains. And then the queen bees with a nice honeycomb in the back. Obviously, very fitting. We have the midfield engines there and the debuts. Really cool cards.
There's one insert that we do need that is coming up.
Whoa.
Not yet.
Not yet. Some more debuts there and some game changers. I do like this one actually.
Yeah,
it's
that's
really
probably
cool.
the highlight card, isn't it?
That's an awesome one.
There it is.
Oh no. We have the unstoppables on that page and there it is. We need a box fresh. That's actually quite annoying actually,
Yeah, it's
isn't it?
Nikita Paris that we need.
We'll have to get that
insert.
one soon. Okay, some more box freshes up there. We have some precisions, some world classes, nice green. We also then have some adrenaline rushes, some rising stars, and some legends, which we have them all, which is amazing.
Full page of legends, absolutely awesome.
You gotta love that. And there we go with a full puzzle, which was awesome. It was a lot of fun getting that out of packs, wasn't it?
Yeah, we didn't do it wrong. We didn't. We put them all in the right place. I think
It's good. I think it's good.
it's good.
Okay, we then go in to the limited editions and they look absolutely amazing. So I believe Panini designed these so you could actually get them signed at matches, which is a really, really cool feature.
Yeah, that's what that gap's there for the bottom, I think.
Yes, so you can actually get signed by players because that's a little bit easier to do for women than it is for men. So it was a nice addition. We do have the one sort of lonely, just like the men's Adrenalyn XL that you got from the box.
The crest, yes. So we didn't get Arsenal again. That's the one we hoped to hit, but no, Everton it was.
Everton. But there we go, that is the WSL collection. So let's go on to the next binder.
Next up, we have the FIFA Top Class collection. This is very similar to the Premier League Top Class, but slightly different. But one of the big differences is, of course, the teams. So we have the 6 club teams and the 6 international teams. But getting into it, we can see the layout is very much the same, starting with the keepers, and we need a keeper straight away. It's not a good sign, is it, when you need a keeper? But it's very close to being done. We only need a few cards, I think. So not too bad.
Yeah, it's a pretty good effort because just like the FIFA 365, this collection wasn't released in the UK. So we did have to import it. So when you're having to do that, it does come a little bit more costly. So you will then have more needs.
Yeah, but an exciting thing about this collection is that it did include Messi and Ronaldo.
Yes, obviously very cool.
They were unbeatable cards. So here we go. The electrics, as I said, slightly different. There's a little bit of different glow about it. And I think the other one's more of a whoosh type thing, where this is more of a glow.
Yeah. If that makes sense.
So yeah, the electric cards are the noticeable different. Then we have the max powers. So again, similar layout as I said. We have the winners, a full page of winners there. I think there's a few more. Yeah, so 2 full pages there actually. And then we have the impact heroes. Ronaldo down there, classic. Then we have the magic mixes, the duos again. And the masterclasses here. Ronaldo again, he's outshining Messi there.
I think that design's actually slightly better than the Premier League.
I think it's got the gold writing on the top there.
Oof, less green.
Okay, then we have the future stars again to end before we get on to the unbeatables. Look at that, that is fantastic. Once again, just such an incredible card. And the top pure football top class card in the middle. And once again, these could be parallels. We'll show that in a minute because we had some good hits there, didn't we? Had some good hits, but that is just an insane page in itself. Of course, the Hollow Giants, just like the Premier League, these are the limited editions of the collection.
Yeah, I think they're gold this time and not silver like they are in the Premier League.
Messi, similar to that LDS card we saw in the FIFA collection, didn't it?
Yes.
And Ronaldo's down here, so they're a bit separate. Yeah, there are quite a few limited editions. I think that is the last one. Well, look at that cheeky page. So we haven't done what we did in the Premier League. We haven't laid it out completely. We have actually just congested it into one page. So let's take a look at these. It's going to be exciting. Boom! There we go. So we actually got 2 Rodris here in the purple and the blue. Another pure football card, of course. Haaland in gold, Ronaldo in gold, and a red. And then recently we added that Messi purple. It's just a bit of fun, isn't it?
It is.
We never considered going after all of these because, of course, it's harder to collect this collection. So we just put in what we got. And we managed to get some decent stuff. Quite a lot there, actually. Nearly a full page. So,
amazingly, we actually doubled up on the red one as well.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That is quite something, isn't it? So yeah, there we go. There is FIFA Top Class. Let's get into the next one.
So next up we have the Adrenalyn XL Plus collection, and this does span over 2 binders, but this is the main collection and it is complete. So let's take a look because we kick off with the Ultimates. Absolutely incredible. Basically a silver golden baller, isn't it? Let's be honest, and it's awesome.
Well, there are golden ballers, aren't they? But they're in the teams, so the Ultimates takes that first page, doesn't it?
Yes, a classic plus edition. You got to love it, haven't you? Okay, going into the team sense, we have the badge up here, some base cards, and then we have a full row of inserts down here, which is actually awesome.
Yeah, I love the layout. So the positions actually carry through defenders, and then it ends with the attackers like that, rather than the down that we normally get. So we can get this full row of inserts at the bottom. Love it!
You got to love it. It's a nice sort of mix up, and there we go. Like we said, there is golden balls in here too, and they are just banged in the team. Look how awesome that is. It's kind of random, isn't it? You got to love it.
It's randomly fun.
Yes, random in a good way. Yes. Okay, so let's go through the teams then. Like I said, it is complete. I think we've shown it complete, so
all
we'll go
those inserts at the bottom, they could be parallel as well. So that was something new for this collection. We got a parallel in every pack in some shape or form, and they could potentially be numbered. And we did hit a few things, didn't we? Look at that, golden ball of Haaland.
We did hit quite a few things, didn't we? It was awesome stuff. I absolutely loved opening this. It was a lot of fun, especially with those parallel editions.
Was this your favourite collection of the year?
It might be up there, you know.
Top 3.
It was pretty good. Okay, Tottenham. So coming to the end of the teams then. Wolves being the last one. We then had some signature cards, and these are obviously very, very cool. A nice addition. Just a bit of fun, isn't it?
Different from the inserts, of course, that you got in the teams.
Very awesome. And then we go straight into limited editions. There we go. So we did quite a few there, actually, don't we? I think some are exclusive, though, so they're a little bit more tricky.
It was difficult, wasn't it, to get these?
Yes, it was. But hopefully we'll be able to find them eventually.
No signatures for this collection. That was something that changed.
No. Okay, we do have some excellences there, of course, from that amazing video. You've got to love that.
Yeah, there's some exclusive bundles with excellence cards that we didn't manage to get, but we did get this Cole Palmer, which, again, new for this collection, was exclusive to the Mega Pack, where you could potentially get a numbered limited edition. That's the only numbered limited edition that's possible to get.
Yes, and unfortunately we did not get that, as you can imagine. But there we go. Like I said, this does span over 2 binders, so let's take a look at the other one now. So the reason this goes into 2 binders is because, like we said, you get a parallel in every pack. So of course we're crazy enough to try and get them all, aren't we? So we did skip that first page. So we get this really, really cool layout. So we've got the base version here, then we have one of each colour. So we have the green, the orange, the purple, the blue, and then this will just be blank. So hopefully one day it'll be looking absolutely incredible.
But this is just what we've got from packs so far, mostly. So we're doing pretty well, aren't we?
Yes, considering every single insert has got parallels, there's a few pages where you will get a good feel for it, where we're doing a lot better. Okay, onto the fans' favourites then, as you can see. Oh, look at that, when you get a good block of colour. It's going to look absolutely insane. There we go. Completed.
I think there is actually a full page somewhere down the line, nearly done. I think they might be the keepers.
So basically, we need to open a lot more packs, let's be honest. Ah, looks so cool, doesn't it? I can't wait.
Nick Pope there. So that's every parallel for Nick Pope, as you can see, with a green, orange, purple and blue and a blank at the end, and then the base at the beginning. So 4 of each insert.
Look at that page. Well, every unnumbered one, bear in mind. Okay, we're not crazy. We're not crazy. Okay, there we go. That's not looking so great. So we'll go through this kind of quick. We're a little bit crazy. Let's be honest. Okay, that looks really cool. I just love them. So let us know, what were you doing with yours? Did you enjoy collecting them? Did you like them as an addition? Let us know all that fun stuff in the comments as we go through them. Look how many there is. It's quite incredible.
Yeah, we've doubled up on a lot as well, as you would imagine. So that's going to happen with there being so many.
I love the wing wizards. The game changers looked really cool in the parallel. Lots and lots of colour on there. We're not as good as the lightnings. Look at that. Amazing stuff.
Yeah, we want to keep this, or if we get it done or not, it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? It's something exclusive to this collection that's never been done before. And there's just so many different colours that are involved in this collection, and it's really cool.
But like I said, that is the unnumbered ones. There were numbered ones as well. So we did manage to get a couple, actually. So we've got a Tonali there to 75, as you can see. It does have a different kind of hollow pattern to it. We then also have a Wobie to 25.
That was the first one that we got. Insane to
amazing.
25. There's 2 lower.
This is what we got from packs. We got Bonanati, of course. We kept getting him, so it was perfect.
Well, we kept getting him in orange, unnumbered. I think we must have got him about 6 or 7 times to get him orange numbered. Classic!
To 100 as well. That's pretty cool. So we have some box exclusives. Then we have the West Ham. These are all numbered. So this one's numbered 299, as you can see down there. We then have the Liverpool one to 199. We also then have a nice Southampton one there to 299.
Yeah, so as you can see, these are different types of inserts, and these were exclusive to boxes, and we didn't get them all. We didn't get even one of each.
Yeah, which is incredible, actually,
isn't it? What we were trying to do, one of each, wasn't it?
We then have the Adrenalyn Rush there to 199, as you can see. But not only that, because we also did a trade with Ames Collects, And we've got a fan favourite, Declan Rice to 150. Look how cool that is.
Yeah, go check out his channel. He's doing some awesome stuff on there. Amazing trade with him for that. Of course, it's Rice. Of course, we wanted it. He offered it to us, so we took his offer, and now it is here. It's not going in the binder. It's staying in that top loader. Rice numbered hit. Classic.
Amazing. Well, there we go. That is our plus collection. So let's move on to the next binder.
Next, we have the Panini England Lionesses sticker collection. This was, of course, the England women's team to mark the upcoming Euros this summer. It's similar to the One England collection that we had last season, and it was just a small collection, really. We did show it recently complete. Nice page there. We've got our mini stickers. Yeah, we showed it recently. It is complete. A small collection, as I said, a bit of fun. You've got to take these collections as a bit of fun. You know, I think we didn't take that many openings to get it done, did it?
Yeah,
it was 2 openings and it was done.
It is a really, really small collection, but a nice little feature. And
each player gets their own page, of course, so you get to know the team. I'll get to familiarise yourself with the team if you're not already. But of course, if you are, you get to collect all these stickers of your favourite player, just like Leah Williamson there. Of course, that is epic. But yeah, some really cool features in here, as you can see, with the landmarks, the journey so far. So that's under Serena and what we've achieved. Ellen White gets in the album as well, which is really cool. But some next gens there, some teamwork and togetherness. So a few extra bits in the album as well as the players. But yeah, happy to get this one complete. Really, it was a bit of fun. Really enjoyed the openings. Nice shiny of each player as well, which is always good, isn't it?
It is.
And hopefully we can go on to lift that trophy once again. Not long now, is it, to the Euros?
It'll be amazing.
There we go. That is it. A little quiz at the end as well. And of course, we'll leave this. So as I said, small collection and it is complete. But there we go. That is that album. Let's go on to the next one.
So next up we have the most recent sticker collection for the ongoing Club World Cup. So obviously with this being released not too long ago, we're not doing too well, but it is currently ongoing and we are still collecting it.
Yeah, it's something we're going to add to. We're currently collecting it, so it's not complete, but we will be adding a lot more to it soon.
Yes, so let's take a look at what we've got so far. It's doing pretty well, I would say. We need 1 there for the first pages and then 1 on that page, as you can see. So hopefully we'll get more as we go. Obviously we are doing our predictions, so we are getting more and more each day. So that's going to be awesome, isn't it? Look how cool it is.
Yeah, so the layout with the badge here and then the shinies over there. We've got 3 shinies for each team.
Yes, which is very cool. So as you can see kind of roughly what we need for each team. So just the 3 there for the American teams, actually. I'm not sure if that's sort of like an image issue or who knows, but we have done Inter Miami with a nice cool Messi up there. So that's pretty good, right?
Yeah, Messi's in here one way or another, so it's cool to have him in rather than just to get rid of them all together. I prefer that, how they've done it.
Yes, and we do of course have the layout with the groups, as you can see down here. So if you was wondering.
And we are watching every match from the Club World Cup and we are absolutely loving it. So to have a sticker collection to go alongside it, of course, that just adds to the excitement, doesn't it?
It does, of course. But like I said, lots of gaps. Hopefully we'll get a lot of it done very, very soon and be able to get this completed.
I'm sure we will. As we said, we are currently collecting it. You can't expect it to be complete already. It's only just came out, man.
Yeah, we're good. We're not quite that good. And we do like to open packs as the tournaments are going on. It's just a bit of fun. So to get it completed too early would be a little bit boring. But as you can see, it is a massive collection. We're already at 387, which is incredible, isn't it? As you would probably expect from a full tournament.
Yeah, the first time it is a full tournament, of course. And as I said, I am loving it. So let us know what you think of it down in the comments.
Yes, are you watching it? What's been your favourite match so far? All that good stuff. And there we go, that's the end of it. 550 stickers. Hopefully we'll be able to get that completed soon. But let's go on to the next binder.
So finally, we have the Adrenalyn XL Club World Cup collection. We did show this recently, but it is still awesome, and we are going to show it again because we do have Club World Cup Golden Ballers. Of course, we still need some. We need that Invincible. We did try and find that. We haven't found it. That's going to be tricky to get from now on, I think. But yeah, an awesome collection to go along with the stickers, as you just saw. And those Golden Ballers do look incredible, don't they?
They do.
But yeah, we go into the teams. As we said when we showed this recently, we wish there were a badge in the team, basically. They're 1-page teams, so just to have a badge would make it so much better. But we have colours on position, so purple for the goalkeeper, red for the defenders, orange for midfielders, and green for the attackers, with an insert to start and end each team. So yeah, so as we said, loving the Club World Cup, but do let us know in the comments who you think is going to win, who you're backing.
Ooh.
Have you seen all the teams play? PSG lost the other day, didn't they? So
Yeah.
people's favourites slipping up.
At the start of the tournament, I did think it was going to be a European team, but you know.
Those South Americans have
Yeah.
showed up, haven't they?
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing. Unbeaten so far, I think. Yeah, but really cool collection here that we've got. As I said, the first time it's been this big. It's usually a tournament in the winter that no one really cares about, and I think now putting it on a global stage with 32 teams in there. Just wish Arsenal was in it.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that would make it better, having Arsenal in it. So we go on to the inserts here with the Titans, and yeah, we're missing a few as you would expect. As we said, we are currently collecting the Club World Cup stuff. Magicians are next. So yeah, we'll add to it as we open more packs. Goal machines here with a Suarez down there for Inter Miami. And then we're going to the top keepers. Fantastic inserts here alongside the game changers. I love the look of those. It's the inserts what really make this collection for me. I really do think it makes the collection so much better. Having this quality of an insert in the collection is just good, isn't it?
It is.
We've got new heroes. We've got legends as well. And Messi, of course, is a legend. So yeah, really cool to have him in the collection. But behind that, we have the limited edition cards. Not too many, as you can see. And that is the end. And that does end our current collections for this 2024-25 season. As we said earlier, let us know your favourite collection, what you've collected this season down in the comments. I think this is up there, you know. I think I'm really enjoying this at the minute. Maybe it's just because we're collected at the minute. I don't know, but it is up there. It's too hard to choose. We've collected 16 albums, 16
incredible.
binders. So it's been incredible. Of course, we're going to do it all again next season. So plenty more openings coming. So do look out for all that. But there we go. There is everything that we've collected from this 2024-25 season. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.